Hey, Gene Gallen here with Teri Slavic-Tsuyuki. Did I get that right?
You got that right, Gene.
Fantastic. I am on a roll. But listen, the reason I am talking to Teri is because we're in the Barnaby House. We're going to get a little bit later to why it's called the Barnaby House, but it's a new addition here in Chatham Park. And Teri's could I say you're the driving force behind this?
I was the founder of the American Home Study, the insights of which inspired the home.
All right.
Yes.
And how did you come up with the study? And I think when I was talking to someone else, they mentioned there were actually two studies.
Two waves. Yes, that's right, Gene.
Okay.
So we were all sheltering in place last March, and nobody was talking about the impact that would have on how we feel about home and community. We were all talking about food and beverage, travel and tourism, small business, but nobody was talking about how Americans would feel about their homes after spending life from home.
All right.
So I decided, let's go ask them. And we developed a survey, launched it between April 23rd and 30th of last year, to 7,000 respondents, ultimately over two waves, to find out what they thought about home, what changes they would make in their homes, what behavior changes they'd already made in their homes as a result of COVID.
Okay, and you did it twice. And for people that are interested, they can actually find it on the website.
They can.
They can still pull it up.
They can go to americaathomesteady.com. And the infographic is there. The first study results are there. The second study results are there. You can see all of it. Plus, you can see a digital experience of the concept home that was created, so you can actually go in and look at how the concept home was designed based on the research.
Yeah, and that's pretty neat because when you go in and take a look at it, because I did take a look at it earlier today, you can kind of glide through and see. And there's five, I think, is it five driving themes behind this house? And those themes are?
There's five driving areas of the house that we really looked at that relate to how people told us they wanted to live differently. But they really all came down to safety and time together and ways in which the home can support your life in a better way. So things like how you eat, where you work, how you recharge, how you get outside, how you connect with each other. Those were kind of the core areas that really inspired the design innovations that you see in this concept home.
All right. You did two surveys. It was the same survey, but you did it twice. Is that correct?
We did it twice, Gene. And in the second survey, we actually asked people to tell us what behavior changes they'd made that they expect to continue long term after COVID is no longer a thing. Because, everyone's talking about, well, this is a flash in the pan, it's not going to last. So we asked them, well, what things do you expect to change long term? And the numbers were quite off the charts in some core behaviors, like things like disinfecting things more, using rooms for multiple purposes, defining spaces in different ways. 70-80% feels like they're going to do that long term after COVID is no longer a thing.
Okay, what are some of the big differences you saw between the first survey and the second?
Great question. Really great question. We saw things like the notion of community being more important than ever before. So using outdoor spaces like parks and trails, access to nature, getting outside more, having an opportunity to do that within your house really rose to the occasion in the second study more so than the first study.
Okay. Earlier when I met you, I kiddingly asked a question, but I'm going to ask that question anyway. I think, and you highlighted this on the website, this house pretty much does not have closets. So for us men who just throw our stuff around and don't bring up my wife, where do we put our clothes?
Well, so we didn't design closets because when you design the traditional strip closets into a secondary bedroom, it forces how you merchandise and where you put the bed. And so what we did is left it totally open to you, so you can buy different kind of wardrobe, you can hang different kinds of shelving, you can change and ebb and flow the bedroom as your life changes. So if you go upstairs and take a look at the bedrooms in this home, you'll see one that has built-in components and like child-size hangers for baby clothes. And when that child grows up, maybe there's a desk space to do homework. Maybe there's a need to build in a closet. Maybe there's some different things that change as the family evolves and grows. So rather than prescribing where things need to go in the home, our entire modus operandi here in the Barnaby House was to keep everything as open and flexible as possible.
Now you mentioned you don't have closets in secondary bedrooms. So
in the primary suite, it's a beautiful walk-in closet. There's actually a secret room in the primary suite that you should go discover.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I don't know if I'm going to make it out alive since it's a secret room.
You'll make it out alive.
I'll make it out alive.
I'll show you the queue.
Oh, there is. Oh gosh, I don't know. I may go in there and nobody will ever see me. I was going to say the unique thing about looking at this room right here is you've got a open doorway that leads right out onto the front balcony.
Onto the covered front porch,
and
yes.
I think you see a lot of that on the beach and in vacation homes. Why did you decide to incorporate this? I mean, this home here is what you see on the website.
That's correct.
The floor plan is the same for the first floor and the second floor as to what you see on the website.
That's correct, yes. And the reason actually behind this oversized front porch, Gene, is that Garmin Homes asked their current home buyers in other homes what changes they'd made as a result of the pandemic. And they heard things like they extended the deck, they put in a gate to keep dogs and kids safe, things like that, put in furniture, put in, not turf, but kind of nice matting and different seating. So we knew, based on what Garmin heard from their existing home buyers and what we heard from the survey respondents, that access to outdoor space where you could have your friends come up the stairs during the height of the pandemic, when you couldn't be together, you could still visit and socially connect.
So in this environment right here, you could open up both those doors. If you had kids or pets, you could have an open environment that you're inside the room, but it extends out, and you've got a gate on the front stairs.
There's not a gate on this particular option, but you could install a gate.
Right.
So this is designed as a fully contained guest suite. There's a little kitchenette behind, like you would see in an Airbnb. There's a full bathroom behind you, and there's actually a glass pocket door. So if somebody came home and recovered from surgery, or you had older parents come and visit and they wanted their own private space, but still to be able to see and connect with the family, you can do all of that here in this.
So this isn't your master bedroom?
No, this is a guest suite.
This is, folks, this is the guest suite. Look at that. I don't know. Somebody might want to turn this into their master bedroom. Do you mind if we just zoom up and take a look at the master bedroom?
Not at all.
All right. Thank you.